Are you sacrificing a more spiritual calling by leaving full-time vocational ministry to go into the marketplace?
You've heard of Jesus, right?
I have heard Jesus, yes.
Where did he minister?
He ministered in the synagogues and the marketplace.
Exactly. Maybe that's a good model. When I came to Christ, I was 16 years old. And so I started serving in ministry immediately. I was a full-time evangelist, I was a full-time assistant pastor, and a full-time senior pastor. I created my YouTube account March 15, 2007. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't really think about it. And I didn't know YouTube paid for content. I'm at a mastermind. I hear this guy speaking and he says, yeah, we created the largest, most successful, crowd-funded film series in history about the life of Christ. And we did it on YouTube. I'm like, what? What does that mean? By that time, I had 5,000 subscribers because this was in October of 2021. I didn't know you could push a button and start getting money. I'm gonna post a video on YouTube every week for the next 10 years to see if I can get good. What happened was we went from 357 to 1,570, from 1,570 to 15,700, from 27,000 to 44,000. What I realized was, over the last 15 years, I've left millions of dollars on the table.
Whoa.
Anybody who is serious about impact, if they're not consistently adding value on YouTube, they are leaving a fortune on the table.
There's a really interesting chasm that exists between the marketplace world and the ministry world.
It's interesting that the marketplace and ministry both are ministry, because the thing that makes you valuable in the marketplace as a business, as an entrepreneur, is your ability to serve other people. The word ministry means to serve. If you go into business and your objective is to get other people's money, you're not serving them, you're using them to serve you.
Whoa. I think what's really cool about the marketplace too, it's the model of actually going out into the world and bringing the solutions.
100%. But here's the problem with ministry. People think ministry is the job of the pastor. But the job of the pastor is to equip the people in the church for the work of the ministry.
Yes.
If the pastor's the only person in the church doing ministry, you don't have a church. You have a country club with a celebrity pastor. A lady in my brother's church asked me one time, Myron, why do you talk about business and money all the time? I don't talk about it all the time, but the reason I talk about it as much as I do is because I don't want to misrepresent Christ in the marketplace. I want to tell people I serve an abundant God while I live a life of lack and demonstrate nothing that I'm proclaiming. Money is not wealth. Money is one of the things we receive when we get wealthy. Gold, the physical substance that represents wealth, is mentioned in the book of Genesis 8 times. 8 is the number of abundance, infinity, eternity. Gold doesn't tarnish, it doesn't corrode, it doesn't corrupt, it doesn't decay, it doesn't rust. So it is a picture of eternity. The first time gold is mentioned, it's mentioned as providence for God's people. And guess what? They didn't even need it. Wow. Providence is to provide in advance. God put the gold in their assignment before he put them in their assignment.
That is one of the coolest things I've ever heard.